Today we're taking you on an epic day trip from Tokyo to Kamakura.
A rainy day, so we are taking a day trip from Tokyo to go see the second biggest Buddha in Japan. This is about an hour metro ride on the JR line south of Tokyo, and then a 10-minute bus ride on the local bus. We started our day with a very healthy breakfast at Family Mart, egg sandwich, ham and cucumber sandwich, and a hash brown. We have made our way to Kamakura and got onto the local bus. Brandon asked the guy if we were on the right way, and he very politely helped us. The seats on the bus are so freaking small when you're on the local trains. It's so funny. We just like jam into them, and we're not even wearing big coats today, and we're still just so crammed. We have only been here like 5 minutes, and this town is so cute. There's so many shops to go shopping at and so much like cool street food to eat. I'm so excited that we made it here, and it's not crowded because it's raining. A few things about the buses. If you're using your JR pass to get to these small towns, that's fine, but it doesn't work on the bus. So if you're using a Suica, you'll just tap on and tap off like normal. You enter through the back and you exit through the front. If you don't have a Suica card, you can pay cash. Just make sure you get a ticket, and on your way out through the front door, you'll hand him your ticket and then pay cash. All right, we're here. Now we just have to find out how to hike up to the Great Buddha. It is super easy from the bus stop. There are signs guiding you and gift shops along the way, so you cannot get lost.
We took a day trip to see the actual largest Buddha in Japan in Fukuoka, and that was a rainy day too. So apparently this is now a Japanese rainy day tradition for us, is to go and see giant bronze Buddhas.
In the rain! I just can't believe how few people are out. This is like a private excursion. It's so cool. The photos online of this Buddha show it surrounded in cherry blossoms. It is February, so cherry blossoms do come a bit later in the season. However, we have been lucky to see a few cherry blossom trees. Wow, it is huge. There's this huge incense thing smelling right in the middle of it, so it just smells so nice, and it's not very crowded because it's a rainy day. This was such an excellent choice to come. It's not even raining, it just is like the illusion of a rainy day, so the crowds are very, very small. If it is your first time in Japan, this was a little bit difficult to get here because we did have to take a metro and then a local bus. If you want a tour guide, there are some great tours on Get Your Guide, our favorite website for booking excursions around the world. Use the QR code on the screen and we'll link some of our favorites too. We've seen them all around town, and they're amazing because they have smaller groups and they can lead you through the whole town, and they'll meet you in Tokyo and take you all the way here. We love Get Your Guide. Make sure you check out that QR code on the screen.
So one of the things we think we might be able to do
is go inside.
I don't know, we saw people lining up, and there's like these kind of gates on the back of the Buddha, so we think we might actually be able to climb into this Buddha.
It looked like it was 50 cents, so let's go see.
Thank you. Gosh, it's so dark in here. Have you ever been inside of a Buddha before?
Oh my god, this is so cool. It's like a cave. This is so cool.
50 yen, you can come inside of a Buddha in Japan.
Usually when you come into these things, they're not in English. This one has an English explanation. That's so unusual in Japan.
There is so many more people in here now. I'm so glad that we had an opportunity to enjoy it to ourselves. Well, we have seen so many Buddhas in our day, so many giant Buddhas. We have never actually been inside one. That was so cool.
Yeah.
And also, there was about 40 people who came in right after us. So we had an opportunity to be in there all to ourselves. What a tremendous opportunity. If you come to Tokyo, the Kamakura stop is a must-do day trip for sure.
So this place, we were looking for a cute matcha spot, but this place has paninis, like Italian paninis, and I feel like we need to try what a prosciutto panini is like in Japan. So why not? Whenever there's like a step up or level into a restaurant, you usually have to take your shoes off, but I asked him and he says that our shoes are okay, so we're keeping our boots on here.
This place is too cool. And they let me pour my own wine. What a victory. Look at this like garden too that's out here.
We ended up getting these set, so I got these cool homemade chips that are so light and fluffy, the prosciutto sandwich, and I got an espresso, which will come at the end of the meal. And then Brandon got his wine. All of this cost 2,600 yen, which is such a steal. I am so excited to see what this prosciutto tastes like. It said that there's a cheese on it, prosciutto, arugula, and sun-dried tomatoes. And the bread was fresh. He just pulled it out of the oven right when we got here.
This is like paper freaking thin. It's crazy. Look at that.
Wow. That's so light. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh my gosh, it's so big. Look at all the meat. It's so thin. Oh my goodness, it's like so thin. And look at the focaccia, it's all oily.
Nice.
It smells so good. This is a mess, I love it. The bread is so good. It's so much fluffier than focaccia. Oh my god, it's so good. Damn, we should have got two.
Totally different than regular focaccia. Softer, much fluffier, buttery, oily in the best way. The cheese is light, like a light mascarpone. The arugula has like this bitter flavor, and it's just dry. It's not dressed or anything. Man, that is like a perfect sandwich. I cannot believe that we came to Kamakura, Japan for a perfect Italian panini. I could spend all day here.
Yes.
It's amazing.
I also feel like I need to remind you that we literally know no Japanese. We know how to say thank you, excuse me, and I'm so freaking sorry. Aside from that, like when we go into these places, we just point, we figure it out as we go. So don't be scared if there's no English.
Also, generally speaking, if a place has a chalkboard menu, it's worth eating there because that means they have the freshest ingredients and they change all the time. So if you ever see a chalkboard anywhere you go, just decide to eat at that restaurant. This is honestly one of the things that we miss the most when we're traveling, especially in other places, but we miss humongous sandwiches like they make it at Italian style delis in America. So it is so nice to come check out this giant Buddha in the rain and get a taste that is kind of different than anything we've been able to eat. We had plans to eat at a Soba restaurant. We still might do that because they're kind of famous for that around here, but this is a complete win, and they let me pour my own wine. I'm still not over that.
Oh, and if you haven't watched our Rome video, go check that out where we eat one of these in Rome. But honestly, this rivals Rome.
100%.
Yeah. We have made our way a few streets down the road from the big Buddha to the Hasadera Temple, and it is beautiful. We're here in February and the cherry blossoms or plum blossoms are just blooming, and it's so pretty. And it's a rainy day, so it's kind of gray, but there's so few people here. It's so good. Highly recommend coming to tourist places on a rainy day.
Your girl with their $5 7-Eleven umbrella.
Yo, look how pretty.
The grounds of this place are just absolutely stunning, but one of the things this spot is famous for is an underground cave full of these tiny Buddha statues. So we're going to head there first because this place closes in like 45 minutes and we want to make sure that we see the cave before we go up to the grounds. So we're going to speed run the Hasadera Temple.
Totally cool. And in the winter, it's free. Usually it's 1,000 yen to enter, but in the winter, it's free. Travel in the winter, people. This place is so cool. Totally worth the 400 yen. We also got a pretty late start to the day. We ended up coming here at 2 o'clock. So we only have from 2 to 5. But we're managing to get a lot done in these 3 hours. So if you can get here by like 11, you have a whole day to explore.
Climb all the way up to the top of this temple, you are met with the absolute most amazing view of Kamakura. It's so serene. It's a lot of work, but totally worth it. This place is just a 10 out of 10 as far as temples go.
So it is like 4:12 and he is cleaning everything up. There are no more fortunes or wishes at 4:12. So just plan your time accordingly. This place closes at 4:30, but that means they want you out at 4:30. I wish we came a little bit earlier, but we did get to see a lot and this place is amazing. So let's say one more time how great it is to travel in the winter, and that if you haven't yet, you should totally do it. It is a little bit colder and you do get some rainy days, but it is so much better to have all these places without the crowds.
If you're coming to the Hasadera Temple, make sure to check out the surrounding shrines. There's several small ones. Just open up Google Maps and type in shrine, and you're bound to see a couple that you'll want to see while you're here.
We looked up all the guidebooks and nothing said to come to the beach. The beach is so cool. There's surfers. It's the middle of February. It's like 48 degrees out right now and they're surfing. That is crazy. It's probably warmer in the water than it is outside right now, actually. I have to touch it. Oh, it's warm. It's warmer than pool. Like, oh, I'm gonna get wet. Ah!
One of the things you're going to want to do in Kamakura is ride the old school train, so we're taking it back to Kamakura Station right now. Kamakura is famous for these sweet potato croquettes. They have one with onion, mincemeat, and the sweet potato, and another one with just sweet potato. We are going to try both because it is an Eno-den Kamakura Station specialty. At least that's what the sign says.
And the shop is so cute.
Yeah, how can you say no to something that adorable and crunchy? So it's the very last one that they had for the day, so we lucked out. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you.
The last one of the whole day. How lucky are we? So we didn't get to try the sweet potato one, but we did get the specialty, the #1 seller.
What a win. We almost missed out. There are a ton of kids at this station just eating theirs right here, so we're going to do the same. It's nice and warm. It looks like a katsu breading on there. It reminds me of like a shepherd pie with sweet potato. It's a katsu breading for sure, light and crispy. It's like caramelized onion, mashed potatoes fried with meat. It's incredible. So right outside of Kamakura Station, there's this huge long shopping street. This place is an incredible place to just grab a snack. There's street food that you can eat on the side, as well as some sit-down restaurants.
We definitely should have come earlier because there is so much to eat in this cute little town. We are not even doing it justice. This is a place we will 100% come back to on our next trip to Japan.
There are a ton of really delicious looking restaurants in Kamakura, so make sure you carve out a little section to grab some dinner before you get back on the train to head back to Tokyo. So I think that we're gonna finish our Kamakura adventure off with a bowl of nice warm soba.
This place does not have an English menu, and the reviews said that there's not a lot of tourists here, so we're crossing our fingers and hoping for the best. So we are in the like communal dining area where you take your shoes off and you sit in the ground. I hate taking my shoes off though. Especially it's always only happened when we're wearing winter boots, which is so freaking hard. Also, our shoes don't fit in the cupboard here. She tried to get us shove our shoes in the cupboard and our shoes are just too big. American problems.
This is like the Cheesecake Factory of soba Japanese dishes.
Okay, so we have decided on 2 sets. We both want tempura, so we are getting these giant sets that we saw on the way in. We are getting drinks, we are getting sets. I am so excited for this. And with Google Translate, it's not that hard. So we're gonna call her over and try and order.
The staff here are so cool. They're like ducking in and out of really low-hanging doorways into each private room. Our waitress is slipping her shoes on and off as she comes in and outside of the dining area to deliver all the drinks and food. So they are very talented.
We have been seeing the Kamakura beer everywhere today, and Brandon's been dying to try it, so he finally got one.
I can't believe we've made it this far, and all I've had is that tiny self-poured wine. Oh, this is great.
Really?
It's like an amber beer with a thick, frothy head, full-bodied but not too bitter. This is really solid. I'm glad I paid the extra money for the local beer. Beautiful.
This is so much cooler than I thought it was going to be. Oh my god, this is amazing.
This is like your dream set.
Yes, 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 yes.
Mine comes with these pickles, an amazing piece of tofu marinated with wasabi. This one looks like a radish salad, a beautiful looking bowl of mixed tempura, and then the soba. And I believe that this sauce is to go into this cup and use as dipping. Oh my god, this is incredible.
The hardest part is I just don't know what to start with. It all looks so good. These were 2,400 yen each, so like 15 US dollars. What a nice price.
I can't even pick this guy up. Look at how big this shrimp is.
Whoa, that's like a lobster. Look at that thing. You can add more shrimp for just 500 yen. If I came back, I would definitely add like 2 more shrimp. Those are so good. Okay, I'm attempting the egg custard. I know I've had this before, it's just been a while. It doesn't leave a memory, so I'm hoping I don't hate it. Good.
Now that is a bite to finish this day.
Yo, this is like the best day ever.
Thank you guys so much for joining us on this epic Kamakura day trip from Tokyo.
Make sure you like and subscribe. We have so much more of Japan to show you.
Remember when they let me pour my own wine?
Take it over.